Hello viewers and welcome to round 4. Yeah, is it round 4? Yeah, it's round 4 of the GT2 Sprint Racing League on Rfactor, where we are now in Sebring in this race, and it's a 5-lap race as per usual, and I'm starting in the very back of the field because qualifying didn't go so well for me. Okay, I did hang on to 6th for a bit before Joey Hand came out of nowhere and took 6th place off me, and I got shunted down to 12th. Excuse me, after pressing the finish session button. But anyway, I'll show you a clip of qualifying and how it went, and I'll tell you more about the track and qualifying after I show you the clip. So as you saw there, I qualified 6th, but then after I pressed the finish session button, I got shunted down to 12th, so that means I'm going to be starting in 12th place on the grid. But about Sebring though, it's a track that I don't really know much about. Okay, the last time I raced on this track was back in Forza Motorsport 4, back on the Xbox 360. But it has been a long time since I raced on this track, so my track knowledge is going to be very lacking on this particular track while I'm trying to remember how the corners went on this circuit. But anyway, let's start the race now. We are P12 out of 12 on the grid, starting right behind Farnbatcher there to my left, and behind David Robertson. And it's go time now here in Sebring. And a bit of a slider there off the line there, a bit of wheel spin. But we managed to get ahead of Farnbatcher and Magnussen coming into turn 1 now. Now Magnussen gets slightly ahead of me there as we go into turn 1. Wheel to wheel with me and Magnussen. And now Farnbatcher tries to buy his way in, but no, they managed to take the place on me. Oh, I nearly hit the back of Farnbatcher there. And now I have. Gotta be careful, I don't want to damage the car too much. But no, I've lost my front splitter. No, I've lost my front splitter. Now I'm gonna have trouble getting a lot of downforce there. So that means I'm gonna have to expect a loss of downforce on the front. Oh, lots of bumping there between me and Jan Magnussen. But here we are now, coming up towards this very tight right-hander here. A bit of flame coming off the rear exhaust of Jan Magnussen's car. But I managed to go around his outside and take P10 of Jan Magnussen. The father of Kevin Magnussen, as I said before, back in race 1 at Bathurst. However, I'm not having too much of an issue with the handling, even after the loss of my front splitter. Okay, yeah, I will expect a tiny bit of understeer, but not too much. Now coming up towards this sweeping right-hander here, very fast this corner is. I tend to brake at that track because I always think it's more of a slower corner. However, the good side of me losing my front splitter is that I'll have more straight line speed. Well, on Rfactor anyway. Now, onto the start finish line now. To begin lap 2 out of 5. All I could do is just nurse this car until the end of the race. Jan Magnussen looks to the outside, but I hold the inside line. Magnussen couldn't get the pass on the outside done, so that means I stay well ahead of him in 10th place, as we're having a three-way fight for 10th here at the back. Tiny drop in the frame rate, but that's because I'm recording with Fraps, so it tends to drop. So the frame rate when recording with Fraps tends to drop on my computer, even though my PC is a beast. Not sound like a PC Aletheus, I promise. But anyway, let's get back on with the race as I'm chasing down Robertson there. Magnussen is currently right behind me there. Oh, a bit of a hit from Jan Magnussen there as we go into this right-hander here. Back on the power again. Still three-way fight between Magnussen and Farnbacher now. Coming into this double left-hander now. Oh, a bit of understeer there. Magnussen's going to try to buy his way in, but I just sort of defend to the inside, and I managed to just get ahead of Magnussen. Great racing action here going on at Sebring. Now, coming up towards this right-hander here. There we go. And now Farnbacher tries to buy his way past Magnussen. Pretty interesting battle going on in the back, while everyone else is taking off. Me, Magnussen and Farnbacher are pretty much battling for 10th place. Magnussen looks to the outside, but I hold the inside line. Farnbacher looks to try and buy his way in, but I go a bit wide. Now Farnbacher gets the move done on me easily, and that means he's up at the 10th place. But using the straight line speed that I have an advantage on him. I have an advantage over him on the straights now that I've lost my front splitter. So that's the positive side of me losing my front splitter, is that I get an advantage of straight line speed. But now with just 3 laps to go, with battling between me, Farnbacher and Magnussen, this race just cannot get any exciting in 10th place. But now Farnbacher's slightly going ahead, so now it's just between me and Magnussen now. Coming up towards this right-hander, which tends to catch me out a lot, as the frame rate did distract me a little bit, but not too much. But this time I didn't have any trouble negotiating that corner. And now Farnbacher's pulling ahead, and now I have to defend against Magnussen, who tried to make a move around the outside once again. But I'm still holding the inside line just ahead of Magnussen. there now as we now come into this left-hander, or not left-hander, or right-hander. Magnussen hits my car a little bit, but I'm still ahead of him there as we have a bit of a scrap for 11th. And now we caught back up with Farnbacher and as well as Bergmeister, Bell Toys. So let's see if I can take those cars ahead of me for 10th, 9th, for about 9th place I think it is. Magnussen's sitting in my slipstream there trying to get as much speed as he can right from behind. Now we come into the final corner. Now can I take Bell Toys or Farnbacher? No, I'm too far back. If I try reckless dive down the inside, I could take one of those cars out by accident. Right, 2 laps to go, and this race is starting to get a little bit more exciting there now as we come on to the penultimate lap. I go down the inside of Bell Toys and now I'm up at the 10th place. But no, he fights back. He fights back at the exit of turn 2. But I'm going to try again down his inside at turn 3. Farnbacher and Robertson make a bit of contact, and I'm just going to buy my way. Oh no, I'm taking out Robertson! No! No, Robertson has crashed! And that's all my fault! Oh my word! I can't believe I took out Robertson! Oh my word! If that was Formula 1, I would have gotten in so much trouble with the FIA for that. There's going to be a massive investigation by the stewards, I just know it. And now Robertson has crashed out because of me. But we'll have a replay of that crash at the end of this race, and we'll see, and then I'll get a clearer picture as to what happened between me and Robertson. So all I can do now is just focus on keeping Bell Toys and Magnussen right behind me. Oh, but Robertson is back on the track. He's still going. He hasn't retired, so that's good. Somehow he must have respawned or something, and that probably put him back on all 4 wheels. But I can imagine Robertson's car being badly damaged after the hit he took from me. But anyway, we're coming on to the final lap. Bell Toys takes me there after I go wide because of the loss of downforce I have, and now Magnussen finally gets the move done on me after staying behind me for so long. Here we go, 1 lap to go. We are on the final lap of the race. Down the inside we go at turn 1. Oh, contact with Magnussen. Oh, careful, I don't want to do a repeat of what happened between me and Robertson. But now we go into turn 2 now, and I just about get ahead of Jan Magnussen. Now let's see if I can take Bell Toys ahead of me, or if I can't, just keep Magnussen right behind me and just take home 10th instead. No, I've lost. I overran the corner. And now Magnussen has taken me because of that. I knew that corner would catch me out one of these days. I just knew it. And now I've lost 10th to Magnussen because of it. But I'm sure I can catch back up with Magnussen and see if I can reclaim 10th. But here we are now, coming around the final few corners. We're all starting to settle down now after the intense battle for 10th earlier on. Again, this is another corner that tends to catch me out a lot. And now we come up towards this fast right-hander here. But no, I'm too far back to catch Magnussen, so all I could do is just take home 11th and call this race a day. And I suppose this would be a race worth forgetting about, because this has not been a good day in the office for me. So here we are, crossing the line now, and we're going to finish in 11th place. Right, so alright, so I finished 11th place now, but I must say I did a good job managing the car well when it started understeering after my loss of front downforce. Anyway, I'm going to go get a replay of that race, and then after that I'll show you how the championship standings look. So, this is how the crash went. Going down the inside of Robertson, I brake later than he does. He doesn't brake at all. He's going very slow to that corner. He was going slower than I was into that corner. If we look further back, you can see that he sort of made contact with Farnbacher and Robertson. Well, he made contact with Farnbacher, and then I dived down his inside. Note that I was turning at the same time when he was turning. I literally had no intention of crashing into him that time. So personally, I would probably say it was a 100% racing incident, mainly because I did not know that was going to happen, and also we were both trying to go for the same racing line at the same time. So personally, I would probably say that it was 100% racing incident, and therefore there would be no need to raise any or there'll be no need for the stewards to raise any penalties against either of us for that incident. So this is how the championship looked. I've now been shunted down to 5th now after that 11th place finish. Dirk Vermer continues holding the lead still. Joey Hand moves up into 2nd. Bergmeister is in 3rd, and now Miller is now in 4th place because of that. So it's a BMW 1-2 as we speak, with Dirk Vermer and Joey Hand having 1st and 2nd in the BMWs. I suppose this is something that BMW can be proud of, with 2 of their cars holding 1st and 2nd place. But anyway, join me next time when we're about to travel all the way to Europe now. We've raced in Australia, and we've raced in Asia, and now we've raced in America, but now we're about to go racing in Europe, and our first stop in Europe will be the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.